Marijuana, pot, and grass. It ain't grass you feed your cattle on either. I gotta tell you, the first time I ever smelled marijuana, I didn't care for it very much. Now when I smell marijuana, of course it smells like money, and now money's coming to Alberta. I've never smoked a joint in my life, but I find it so interesting how politicians kind of get into this, the same politicians that over time have always said it's bad. Particularly right-wing, so-called right-wing politicians, they've always said it's bad, and people have always marveled at me because I always say, who cares? And how can that be? You're a conservative, you're an extreme conservative. And I said, that's because I believe people can do what they want to do as long as it doesn't interfere with me. Marry a bale of hay. Just don't bring it to my house, don't you know? In any event, back to marijuana, it's interesting. Alberta doesn't have very many marijuana places. This is a great industry. It's agriculture, basically. I mean, some people will want to use it and some people won't. From the medical perspective, it's really good. But I want to share a little bit of rigid flexibility with you, okay, with regards to Alberta. Two former Alberta government cabinet ministers and a police chief are part of a group now that is working to promote the legal recreational marijuana industry in Alberta. That's kind of interesting. Rigid flexibility, how do you like that term? And it is. I mean, the former Justice Minister, Jonathan Dennis, belongs now to this organization called the Canadian Cannabis Chamber. And they do lobbying and security advice and so on. I mean, they used to put people in jail, the police chief as well. They used to get arrested for doing that, and now it's okay. The whole province has gone to bloody pot. Don't you think? But it is interesting because it creates so much employment and so much wealth and a tax base. It kind of worries me a little bit with regard to the commies that are presently running the province of Alberta, and certainly federally as well, because it's hard to get rid of them when they get a bunch of money. The oil business worries me because in Alberta the price of oil goes up and you got your little premier there saying, I did that. I don't think so, but that allows them to survive. And they take some of that profit, whether it be from oil or from the other oil, the cannabis oil, and they give that profit away. And they say, here's your bribe for the day, but they don't call it that. And then they get re-elected and they can continue on with their nonsense, socializing the world and re-engineering everything that we do and think because we're too dumb to think for ourselves. So that's the worry with prosperity that comes to the province with means that have by no means anything to do with the present government. So keep that in mind, particularly in May of 2019. That would be the next election. Hopefully those guys don't call it before then because they have that ability as well. Eek! But hopefully everything's going to work out. A lot of hopefuls there, don't you know? But you keep coming back here to Write for Alberta because we have a plan, and that plan can only work with you. See ya.